Greetings from your Synod. Greetings from New York City. In 2024, we appealed to all of you to help us. We've raised, since that time, $334,000.
We have felt a lot of support from the clergy and the parishes in our church.
And I feel this joy because our campaign to save our Synod continues.
Наш архиерейский синод на 93-й улице и Парк-авеню является административным центром для всей русской зарубежной церкви.
In 2023, we started what we call phase 0, just to do the research with the architect and open up certain areas to see the extent of repairs and restoration is needed.
Father Alexander Chutin has done incredible work in the past 8 to 9 months, specifically in regards to plumbing situation that we have. We have pipes in the walls that are over 100 years old. For a whole month, we just had this hot steam blowing into the basement. He has his own construction company, and he helps a great deal in solving our day-to-day problems, such as the elevator maybe breaking down, or the pipe bursting, or the electricity not working.
By December of last year, we gave a full report to Synod of Bishops, and they blessed us to continue with this project and go to the next phase. Open up as many walls and ceilings as possible. Look outside and inside to try to find out all the problems, what's going on with our building.
Once you start opening up the walls of the building, you could find a lot of surprises.
I invite you to visit a sub-basement where the heating system and water system and other systems of our building exist or don't. And that's what we're working on. This is the famous crawl space where most of our piping for heating, for water, for sewage are running through. We had to open up a section of the wall because the steam was coming out of here and other things. As you see the lines, this is already new heating lines for our steam heating that had to be replaced, and we physically had to crawl all the way inside there for inspections. This year, December 2024, when our bishops gathered together for the Synod meeting, the heating broke down and it didn't work, and we constantly have to do repairs.
It is not only difficult when the heat goes out to serve, but it is also difficult to work.
Иногда бывает, что у нас отопление не работает, и, к сожалению, это очень тогда влияет на служение в храме.
This is a famous boiler. As you see, it's fairly new. The biggest problem is our old steam lines that through the years full of holes and they break down. They begin to leak, and of course it also breaks the boiler, because if there's no proper pressure, then everything like a domino effect beginning to break down. A lot of repairs were done inside our building already where we could safely do it, where we find out that either our heating steam pipes were leaking, water lines were leaking, sewage lines were leaking, and we could do those repairs. And that's what we were doing through the year.
We have repaired 2 of the Archbishop's rooms and are now replacing main water lines that run from the basement to the first floor, second floor, and higher.
This is one of the rooms which through last year was restored. This is part of Metropolitan's quarters. This is a living room, a reception room. We had to change piping in the ceiling, we had to repaint everything, change electrical, and do many, many things to make it look beautiful and presentable and safe for our first hierarch. We are in the meeting room of Synod of Bishops. This is where all meetings take place.
This also functions as a risnica that we have. We also vest all the bishops here, and there's an elevator that goes straight into the altar.
In year 2024, we had to do a lot of research, also open up the ceilings to check the pipes and check the roof for leaks. And after everything was fixed, room will be ready for this Synod of Bishops meeting. We found a very professional architectural firm that helped us to assess the situation, the condition, and damages in our building, and all the repairs and restoration that we need to do.
It's called Zimmerman Architectural Firm, and they are professional, licensed architects and engineers that work here in Manhattan. And they are now on board, preparing the next step for us to continue the renovation project.
I think it's very important to work with Zimmerman because they have experience in working on renovation projects here in Manhattan, specifically renovating landmarks and old religious buildings. Also, the Zimmerman firm offers help in obtaining various permits and licenses that are required to undertake such a project. According to Zimmerman, the first and probably the most important stage would be the renovation of the exterior of the building. There is a lot of water damage that has been happening over the past couple of decades, and there is a danger that the facade of the building, the bricks, could just collapse.
This we have done, and we will continue. It's a small beginning to a large project.
But even with everything what we talk about and all the issues that we're finding out, our building is in great location and it's actually very sound. It just needs love and care. Once we start full restoration and repair project, we hope that within 2 to 3 years, it will be fully restored.
Yes, we can do this together because we have to save this building. It was sanctified by our Metropolitans, by our bishops, and by so many of our dear relatives.
This is for everyone, not only for bishops, for every single person of the Orthodox world, and especially in Rockaware. Everyone is welcome here. This is our history and our legacy. And we'll do everything professionally and once and for all that it will be preserved and restored to its former glory. So please help us, and then you will see updates on how construction and restoration is going.
Thank you very much for your donations, your support.
The doors to your Synod are always open to you. I'm here to greet you, to welcome you, and most importantly, to pray with you. So please come and join me